Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we have a few things to talk about. That's right, a few different things. One is going to be this RSI Perseus. The Q&A came out for it. Then we also have the December 2950 subscriber promotions and the Tobii Eye Tracker 5. So how about we start with the subscriber promotions, the Tobii Eye Tracker 5, and then finish with the RSI Perseus Q&A. So if we go into the Tobii Eye Tracker 5, this is new equipment, you could say, that Star Citizen is getting behind. The Tobii Eye Tracker support is kind of like Track IR. So Track IR, if you don't know, you have this little camera type thing that latches onto your monitor, and then you wear an IR tracking little device on a hat or your headset, and it's able to track your head movements. So in the game, how that translates is, you know, you're flying in a certain direction and you move your head to the left, your camera will move to the left. You'll look at the left while you're still flying in that other direction. Kind of neat. I've found that my Track IR doesn't work very well. And I don't know if it's just because maybe I'm sitting a certain distance back from the monitor and the camera, or if it's because I have such a big monitor that looking left and looking right kind of goes beyond where they want it to go. Or it's just, maybe it's just buggy. I don't know. I have to reset it quite frequently. It's annoying because I have to wear a hat. So, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I don't like Track IR, or at least I'm not a big fan of my results with the Track IR. The Tobii Eye Tracker support, now this is a little bit different. So this is supposed to be tracking your eye or head movements. So your eye movements and stuff, you'll see in this little video, the guy here in front of the screen, as he's playing, he moves his eyes around, he moves his head around, and it moves the entire camera around. It's much more versatile than Track IR is. Now you could say, well, doesn't Facecam do that? No, Facecam really tracks your facial expressions and movements. It can be used kind of as head tracking, but again, it's very limited. Now this one, you know, I may find out it's limited as well. I haven't decided to get it because it's quite expensive, but it's very interesting. This would actually attach to your monitor, kind of like the Track IR does, and you would of course use their Tobii Experience app to calibrate it, and then you would be set to go. So it's pretty interesting. And if you click on the Get Your Tobii Eye Tracker Now, it takes you to their website. You get a 10% discount. It's still expensive. It's $206, so it's not going to be for everybody, but it is pretty cool. The different things, you can even use it in first-person mode where you're looking around. I could see this being extremely useful, but coordinating your head movements and your mouse movements may be kind of difficult. So if you guys get this, let me know, and let me know what you think about it. So let's move on to the December 2950 subscriber promotions. And as you'll see here, we have the Overlord armor sets again. So last year, or the beginning of the year, we got 3 of the Overlord armor sets. We got all the helmets, but we only got 3 armor sets available to us. One of them is for the Centurion Award, and one is for the Imperator Reward of subscribers. So that's $10 or $20 a month subscriber Flair. And the third one you always have to buy if you're interested in getting it. So this time around, we have the Predator armor set. If it pulls up. Okay, so there's a bug. It's not gonna pull up for you. You can see it here. It's the green version. Then you have the Stinger, which is the yellow. It always reminds me of Bumblebee when I see this, like in the Transformers movie. So that's kind of cool. It's definitely bright and it's out there. The green one would be really cool on, you know, forested worlds. And then you have the Switchback, which is probably my favorite helmet out of the original set. I did like the Predator helmet, but the Switchback was really cool because it's got the blue and the red. I really like this one, so I will probably end up getting it with some store credits, which you can definitely do. It is available right now, actually. You can get it if you subscribe by the 14th. Actually, you can get it anytime because you can just go out and, you know, subscribe and then buy. Or you can have a subscriber buy it and then gift it to you. So there's different ways to get your hands on it. The ship of the month is the Rock from Grey Cat. It's not really a ship, but it'll be available to all subscribers to use. And the subscriber exclusive pledge promotion, it looks like it's going to be the Origin M50. Great little ship, super maneuverable, not great in a fight, but it's really, really maneuverable and very fast. Then you get subscriber, you know, merchandise discounts and the store, blah, blah, blah. These are some of the things you can get. Obviously, these are all the Overlord sets. So definitely something to keep your eye out for. You can get the WoW Blast stuff from last month, the Parasite replica helmets. They've got anything that has been available in the subscriber store. If you are a subscriber, you can get your hands on. All right, so we are now 6 minutes into this video. We haven't even hit the Q&A for the RSI Perseus. Let's get right into it. Do the size 7 guns use bespoke ammunition, and how much ammo can the gunboat carry? The brochure picture implies dedicated ballistic ammo loaders below the turret. Can we customize the rounds to be either high explosive or armor penetrating rounds like in real life battle tanks? That they can choose during the battle. Will the size 7 guns be swappable, or are they locked like the Ares? Wow, that is a lot of questions in one, and it's probably the most upvoted one. The main turret weapons on the Perseus are currently planned to be bespoke size 7 ballistics with customizable ammo types to provide flexibility. So yeah, you're getting the ballistics. It didn't say anything about switching them out, so that kind of sucks, but I bet by the time they get it out, you'll be able to switch them out. How far along is this ship? What's the current stage within the pipeline? It is still in concept, not being produced. Probably not for a while. How heavily armored is the ship? It's heavily armored for its size. It's designed to take a beating from other ships, but it isn't as strong as a capital ship. Well, that's good to hear. I mean, at least being heavily armored. What are those pylons on each side of the ship right next to the docking collar? They're just decorative. They're nothing. They don't mean anything. Weird choice, but hey, you know, again, whatever. What's the largest ship that the size 7 gun will be effective against? For example, how effective will they be against larger ships like a Polaris, a 890, Idris, or Javelin if they hit? They're expected to be effective against all large-sized ships. If targeting critical areas on a capital ship, they should provide similar effectiveness as Crusader Ares size 7 weaponry. So that answered my question that I had about these size 7s. They will be able to hurt capital ships, especially if there's enough of them hitting it. You're going to be able to actually bring those shields down and start doing some damage. And they're saying if you're aiming at critical areas, you'll be able to do that damage a lot more effectively. Does it have an armory or weapon rack, medical facilities, or facilities for troop carrying? Otherwise, what's the point of a patrol ship being able to carry a rover? I think that's a fantastic point. But in the lore, the ship was not designed to carry a rover. It's more of a happy accident that it can, and it's a good representation of the general cargo volume. It has no armory, no troop carrying abilities, and of course, no medical facilities. It's a typical role as fleet defense. So the rover bay is more of a cargo bay, and honestly that's probably what I would use this ship as. You know, for that little cargo area. It's 50 SCU. It's not a lot, but it would make better for cargo than it would for a rover. I mean, maybe if you have to do a hot pickup, but then again, that's what you got the Valkyrie for, right? So yeah, I would probably use that more for cargo, because anybody trying to intercept your cargo when you're in this ship, it's gonna have a hurtin' coming. Is the cargo elevator the only entrance into the landed Perseus, or is there a dedicated entrance for personnel? There is one behind the cargo elevator. We saw that in one of the pictures. Why does the exterior appear to have 2 doors whilst only 1 airlock? Is it meant to only have 1 airlock, and it was just for symmetry, or does that other side have a function? There's no functionality there, and it was purely done for symmetry. So nothing going over there. Why is the SCM speed for a 100-meter ship set at a sedate 92 meters a second? The The SEM speed is broadly in line with other ships of its size, class, and weight, particularly given the heavily armored nature. Though, as always, speed will be revisited as the ship progresses through the pipeline. I kind of agree, this thing probably needs to be faster. I mean, it should cut through. It should be like a Polaris in a way, as far as the speed, how it gets through, you know, the enemy. Because you need to be able to maneuver in a ship like this to get your shots off. But I guess if they have it too maneuverable, it'll be able to take out little ships effectively. And that's supposed to be its Achilles heel, which we'll go into. Will it have pilot-controlled weapons? Will both big man turrets be able to link to the pilot via computer blades if the crew gets sick? The pilot will have access to the torpedoes, and some of the other bridge stations will be able to control weapons. Like other ships with manned turrets, they're designed to be human-operated. However, as a fallback, they will be able to be NPC crewed or equipped with computer blades. That's always good news. Love to hear that. People speculate that this ship will be able to ram enemy ships, as seen in one of the concept art images. Is this the plan? Will the front feature heavy-duty armor? It's not designed to ram, okay? Just putting it there. Not designed to ram at all. According to the Perseus IAE page, it states, nearly identical to the historical military original. Get to know the new Perseus. What makes Perseus different from the military original, and will players be able to acquire the military original in-game? No, you won't be able to acquire it. It's super old. This predates the Tavaran War, the wars, and also the Xi'an Cold War, so it's not a modern design. They're just bringing it up to speed modernly, I guess you could say. They're putting modern stuff on it. They're bringing in the cargo bay, where that didn't happen in the UE military designation. So it's got some of the amenities for modern day life in the verse, as opposed to its ancient predecessor. What are the expected weaknesses of the Perseus versus a ship such as a Hammerhead, specifically blind spots, speed, armor, etc.? And can the manned turrets turn quickly enough to easily follow fast targets like dogfighters, medium fighters, etc.? Or do they turn slowly? The big weakness of the ship is a swarm of fighters, like I was saying earlier. So exactly what the Hammerhead is designed to combat. It may have 2 size 7 turrets, but they aren't enough to defend against a determined group, as they don't rotate quickly enough to catch anything but larger targets. So don't expect those turrets to turn quick. You'll be able to one-shot a few fighters here and there, but it's not really what it's designed to do with the big turrets. It has little turrets for that. In the brochure, it states that twin ballistic Gatling guns can be fully automated or remotely controlled to keep incoming ordnance at bay. Will it require AI blades to automate these, or is it automation part of the ship design, as this line of the text seems to imply? These turrets will come equipped with blades, so they already have the blades, so they can be automated by default. In addition, they will be controllable remotely from the bridge if a player wishes to manually control them. So that is fantastic news as well. You automatically get blades for the anti-ship / anti missile Gatling guns that it has, the little ones, the size 3s or whatever. So that was the Perseus Q&A in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in and watching the video. I really do appreciate it, as always. Let me know if you're interested in the Tobii eye tracker. Are you more interested in the Perseus now or less interested? Did they answer a lot of your questions? Did you have any more left? And what do you think of the subscriber promotions going on right now? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, make sure to check me out on Patreon and my YouTube members page. That stuff will be linked in the description below as well. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.